Hey guys, Pat Ryarchy here, also known as the Patriarchy. So I was doing my social media thing today, my Twitter, my Facebook, girl. I was hitting up all my friends and my bae, and somebody sent me a link to an Everyday Feminism comic book because I haven't checked the site in a few days because every time I go there, the cringe just makes my head want to fucking explode. But this comic is fucking golden. Holy shit. I did a couple videos on some of their comics before, but this might be my favorite SJW comic ever. It almost plays like satire or something. Like it's almost brilliant. Like it's almost brilliant except for the fact that they want you to take it very literally. Like if they meant it in a joking way, this could have been a really brilliant comic. I always feel like the person who did it for the site may have been trolling them. I don't think that's true, but I wish it was true. But let's look at the comic that Everyday Feminism. I mean, it's mind blowing. I can't overhype it. It's so good. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, calling an end to political correctness just won't work. Here's why. Ali Kirkham, January 18th, 2016. This has 13,000 shares. PC culture is out of control. Yes, it is. It is way the fuck out of control. How do you feel about the debate over political correctness? I hate it. Some say that being PC is about stifling free speech, but if you think about it, that position doesn't carry much weight at all. Actually, it does, because you guys try to censor speakers all the time, but okay. Live in your bubble. This fun comic puts it all in perspective with the adventures of politically incorrect man, a hero to the people who think they're oppressed by political correctness. Politically incorrect man is looking out for all of those who wish to say whatever they want without any consequences. But what happens when politically incorrect man meets mixed respect for others? A valuable reminder that marginalized folks are part of society too, and our speech is just as valid and powerful. I think that means mix, because I tried to look it up, and I think it means mix, because it's some phrase that they use for non-binary people. It's identity. So somebody who doesn't identify as a miss or is gender fluid, so you call them mix respect. Yeah. What a great name, huh? That comic book would really sell. A valuable reminder that marginalized folks are part of society too, and our speech is just as valid and powerful. Everyone who's worried about the PC police could really use this lesson on what it really means to cultivate liberation for all people. With love, the editors of Everyday Fascism. Okay, well, let's look. Calling for an end to PC culture won't work, and this is why. The Adventures of Politically Incorrect Man. A hope to people oppressed by political correctness. See, that's brilliant. Like, this is funny if somebody did this for Reddit or something and was actually like an anti-SJW, this would be funny, but the fact that they did this is funnier. It's brilliant. Wait till you see this. I mean, it's... What do you mean I can't come in? It's a safe space for femme-identifying folks only. Look, I want to talk to my girlfriend. Just because I'm a guy doesn't mean I'm not safe. That doesn't change the fact that you're intruding. Political correctness run rampant. If your space was really safe, you'd want to protect men too. Yeah. What? This chick's disabled, so what? Did she get abused by some guy and the guy can't come in and talk to his girlfriend? If he identified as a femme, would he be able to come in then? He just has to say he's a woman and you guys will let him in? Because that's cool. That'd be an easy way to get in. Yeah, the safe space. Yeah, that guy's being a real asshole because he wants to come in. What a terrible person. After Michael Brown, Eric Gardner, Sandra Bland, and dozens of others, I just get nervous if I'm pulled over by two white cops. Well, then you're an idiot, and you definitely never Googled Michael Brown and the real story that the hands up, don't shoot thing isn't true, and he tried to attack the cop, and, yeah, Eric Gardner was I mean, bad examples, dude. Then how can you call me racist for crossing the street to avoid women in hijabs? I would just say that those are all not really the way they were presented by the media and Black Lives Matter, and you need to think about that again. And black cops shoot black people too, you idiot. And if you get pulled over by 2 white cops, okay, I don't know what it has to be 2, and so, yeah, that's, I mean, it's not racist. A lot of people are scared of cops. I'm scared when cops pull me over, dude. I don't know many people who aren't scared when cops pull them over. I don't know if they act like black people are the only people that are scared of cops. That's, I don't know, I thought everyone was. Because racism is grounded in the dominant. Minorities are racist too. Stop your PC culture privileging of non-whites. Yeah. I agree with Politically Incorrect Man. He's pretty on point. Yeah, racism grounded in the dominant, that's retarded. Minorities are racist too. Yes, we've seen proof of this over and over again. Do you remember those, they posted this after that kid was beat up by those black kids, saying, like, fuck Trump and all that, and they were beating him up saying because he was white. That mentally, handicapped. Okay. Yeah, they can't, they're bigots, but... Being fat often means I don't get effective medical treatment. Well, maybe you need to stop making excuses and just lose some weight. Man, this is all on point. This is a great comic. I shouldn't have to lose weight to be, oh hey, you pushed me. What? You can't get mad at us for speaking harsh truths. We're just worried about the obesity epidemic. Yeah, we shove you when we mention how stupid the argument is that fat people are unhealthy because of society, not because they eat too much. Look out, Politically Incorrect Man. It's mixed respect for others. Drat. The mixed respect for others is a hilariously bad drawing. Like, the character's so bad looking. Oh, why do you want to stifle my free speech? She's hitting him in the head with something. Don't be silly. I'm not stifling your speech. I'm expressing my right to speech. By attacking him? What is it? Because she's blocking it? I'm not silly. I use my powers to protect people from out-of-control political correctness. No. You just yell whenever someone gets called out for being rude. You protect people from the social consequences of speech by claiming there should be no consequences. But marginalized folks are part of society too, and our speech is just as powerful and valid as yours. When people say you aren't politically correct, they're saying you're acting like a jerk. Calling for an end to political correctness is just calling for freedom to be assholes without worrying about being treated like an asshole by the people you're insulting. Look, I'm just dodging all this stuff. Oh, I caught a puppy. Yeah, he's trying to just throw stuff at... Why are they making this guy, like, abusive and trying to hurt her? What does that mean? Why is he an abusive person? That's really... We shove you when we shut down your arguments every day, fascism? All worn out? Good. You've been the big bully on the playground for a long time, but calling no tag backs when you smack someone doesn't work these days. Marginalized folks are done putting up with your shit. Say whatever you want, but don't expect the groups you're marginalizing to be silent anymore. I hope that didn't disappoint you guys. For me, that shit was gold. I mean, that had me rolling all fucking morning. I thought that was just amazing. I mean, I've this isn't my first everyday feminist comic, but this one is truly amazing. Because how they set up Politically Incorrect Man is so on point. Like, they show these examples of SJWs being real assholes, and he shuts them down. And then they at some point make him a bad guy who beats up people. And then Mixed Respect of Others, which is just a terrible name, oh my god. Just dodges all the stuff he throws at her, and then, or it, or whatever the fuck it is. It's not a he or she, I guess. And, oh, I love that they're pudgy, too. They have their little pudgy belly, and then the Politically Incorrect Man's all buff. But then Mixed Respect for Others is like kind of an out-of-shape colored person with purple hair. But I love that. We're not going to put up with your shit. This is enlightening. Yeah, this is a lesson we all needed to learn. That marginalized folks are part of society, too. And their speech is just as powerful. We needed to know that. They're saying, I mean, what are they talking about? People say you aren't political. They're saying you're acting like a jerk. So your subjective opinion of me being a jerk or an asshole is based in what you say is political correctness? It has nothing to do with you being oversensitive or wrong or misjudging or being completely, oh, really a baby. I mean, maybe somebody isn't being racist. Maybe a safe space isn't a good idea. Maybe telling people that the racism is something they can't experience or understand because they're white is stupid. I don't know, maybe you are censoring speech. You seem to be for Milo and stuff like that. He's having a hard fucking time speaking universities. We saw those protests last night where people were attacked and shot. And those were all radical leftists. But yeah, you guys aren't censoring anything or being assholes. You're not being authoritarian. It's us evil, politically incorrect people that come in to tell you that your arguments are silly. I mean, you just set up a bunch of very silly points in a comic strip, and then they got shut down. You actually did a good job of shutting down those arguments and showing how stupid they were. I'm sitting there like, yeah, good job. And then she comes in, and the virtue signaling from the mixed respect of others, that's insane. That whole spiel, it's every everyday feminist article. They write like this thing out about like, oh, this is why people hate feminists. Then they try to argue back, and they use every typical SJW tactic and statistics or sources from like Salon or Huffington Post or some biased source with really no science. Then at the end they try to talk about how you don't understand it. This will explain it to you. And then you go to read the explanation, and it's so laughably cringe and simplistic and stupid and off the mark of what they were trying to say it was. You just start laughing your ass off that they're not aware at all of how bad this is. This is one of the worst sites on the internet, but it's also one of the best sites because unlike BuzzFeed and other places where you can find cringe material, everyday feminism thinks they're really smart. They think they're like really intelligent and shutting you down. They know that they're hated and that they're failing the feminist movement, so that they keep just adding on. This whole site is all their articles are about privilege, racism, bigotry, systemic stuff, I mean everything. And they do these comics and trans people. I mean everything. And it's every argument you've heard from all the regressives except heightened to like a whole other level. And then they try to present it as if they're open-minded intellectuals that are showing you a logical path to the conclusion they've come to. And they show you these comics and you start laughing so hard. I mean, it's so funny when she comes in like that and the stuff. It's so, I just can't get over the dialogue stuff too. Like, oh, you're gonna get called, you're saying there's no consequences for being an asshole. You know what the consequences for being an asshole were? President of the United fucking States, Trump won. There's your consequences for being an asshole. Oh my god, it's amazing. Oh my god, 2017. At least this wasn't a Trump article or Trump piece. At least the feminists are out there still doing dumb shit for me. Thank you, Everyday Fascism. Thank you. Thank you for this comic. I love it. Keep doing more. Politically Incorrect Man is awesome. People, if any of you are artists in the comment section, please make me comics of Politically Incorrect Man and put it on my Twitter. I love this character. He just show up and tell SJWs to fuck off. Like, God, this was almost a really good idea. They had to ruin it with that fucking little paddish doughboy creature thing. That fucking Teletubby that showed up at the end. God damn it. So there is some comedic sensibilities at Everyday Fascism we have to look into. We can't ignore that. These people have some talent. And as long as we find the things that are good and focus on them, maybe we can come to a middle ground, you know? Because all their other arguments, that's just retarded. It's just retard, you know? And I don't... You know, I like retarded people, but, you know, I'm not going to listen to them about politics or anything like that. Actually, no, I would listen to a mentally handicapped person over a writer for Everyday Feminism. So I take that back. My bad. That was offensive. That is way too offensive. Mentally handicapped people do not write stupid stuff like this. Their comic would probably be a lot more entertaining. So, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Patriarchy, guys. And until next time... Everyday fuckism, that's a good one, everyday fuckism, go fuck yourselves.